Hey, what's going on everybody out there? I'm Jakejames Lugo and welcome to the channel. So I'm wearing this Mega Man shirt that says running and jumping and shooting and whooping ass since 1987. There's a reason why I'm wearing this shirt. I actually want to talk about older games. I want to talk about re-releases. I want to talk about HD remasters. We've been getting a lot of this lately over the last couple of months. We've had games like the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. We've also had Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. Games that were released back then that are getting re-released now, but also given a whole new coat of paint and giving a new perspective to their experiences. This, I think, is a great thing, and the reason being is because a lot of people love their older IP, a lot of people love their classics, a lot of people love their older games that they grew up with. And there's nothing wrong with companies going out and actually taking the same experience, especially if they're going to polish it up and kind of do things a little bit different to it, and then re-releasing it again on a later, more modern-day console. I think that's fine. I think games like Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy and Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age are perfect examples of this being done very right. And not only do the sales tend to show that, again, Crash Bandicoot sold a ridiculous amount, sold even more than Horizon Zero Dawn this year, which is insane when you really think about it in such a short time frame. But a lot of people tend to always be a little bit down when it comes to HD remasters or re-releases. The reason being also is because there's a lot of games that within the last, I want to say, year or so, got re-released again from their original console releases, whether it was on PlayStation 3 or even on the modern PlayStation 4, Xbox 360 or Xbox One. They got re-released again. And there was that shorter gap in time from when there was original release to when they got remastered or re-released on the current gen consoles. That, I think, is where people get caught up on, and that is like a prime example of like stuff that's not good to go about, at least in this way, when it comes to re-releasing your games on a current platform. The best example of this, okay, or at least one of the better examples, again, Crash Bandicoot being a prime one, I want to say is kind of like Super Mario, or at least, you know, a lot of the games that Nintendo does with some of their more classic games on NES, SNES, etc. The reason being there is because when you get a game like Super Mario Brothers, came out on NES and the Famicom, classic game, probably almost eternal within our industry. It'll always be around. You'll always have Super Mario Brothers in some form or fashion everywhere. But when you go to the SNES that was happening years later, they re-released that game on the actual Super Mario All-Stars collection, which they took the original game, the original sprites and stuff, and redid everything, remixed the music, and even though it was still the same controls and stuff, it felt like a totally new experience. And that's the same way that I get whenever I play the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy or when I play Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. Crash Bandicoot, those original 3 Crash games that came out on the PlayStation 1 years ago, nowhere near looks the same, nowhere near almost feels the same when you're actually playing the Insane Trilogy. Granted, the controls are exactly how they were, and there are a lot of stuff that hasn't been changed that should have been here and there. But you look at it, the presentation is on point. The music is phenomenal. The way that all the different camera angles and the cutscenes and stuff that looked a certain way back then that was more stylized and it was different for its time is really kind of expanded upon in the re-release in the Insane Trilogy, which is awesome. The same could be said for Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age, which a lot of people right now, I'm reading some of the reviews, are saying is the best way to do an HD remaster. At least, you know, ever since Final Fantasy X HD remaster, but this one is like the pinnacle of it right now, and I think there's a hard argument to be made for or against it. But the way that that game is done, better music, better visuals, cleaner controls, more ease of use when you're actually navigating through dungeons and maps. It's pretty crazy, a lot of the love and the effort that went into making that experience the best that it could possibly be. So that's really, those are the prime examples of why HD remasters and re-releases are done right. Even though we have all these other examples out there that have just been whatever practically. They haven't been all that great, and those are the ones that people usually think about when we really should be thinking about the games that we've been getting as of late that are really good HD remasters, that are really good re-releases of these classic titles or titles that we all grew up with when we were younger. So either way, guys, I just wanted to throw those thoughts out there. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel for all my videos related to gaming vlogs and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. I am doing a lot of content throughout this entire week, not just here on the YouTube channel, but over on thecoalition.com. There'll be links in the description box below. I'm also doing a bunch of video work stuff for the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy guide over on IGN. Again, links will be in the description box below if you guys want to check all that stuff out. I even have a few other surprises that I did recently as of yesterday. I unboxed the Tekken 7 Collector's Edition on Xbox One that I actually got sent by Bandai Namco, which was really freaking cool. It was an awesome surprise to get that, but I did a whole unboxing video. There'll be a link in the description box below to that as well. So I will talk to all of you guys again very soon. Peace out, stay epic, everybody.